Hello there, welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Today it is, day 111 of Mr. Cornhorn? Let me check that. 111, yes. We have exciting news for once. Real exciting news. We're level 85. We actually hit that on day 106, I believe it was, maybe 107. With all the May the 4th stuff and the extra 2 times drops, I burned a lot of crystals on refreshes, so probably should have been day 107, 108 before I hit it, but burning all those extra crystals bumped us forward a little bit. And remember, we are free to play. It's been hard to resist spine stuff, but I'm doing it. So we've been consistent at least. Um, but it's very exciting to be able to sim Galactic War, to be able to sim the challenges with 5 second gaps. Oh, amazing. It's the little things in life, right? We're blessed. Okay, so let's take a look at this roster. I am getting ready for Grand Arena, so I'll show you something later. Been redoing my mods to try to get everything right, and I know that takes up some currency, but you gotta do it to really be effective in Grand Arena, and that's what really this is about. So I am working on Bastila Sean, getting her to next gear. See, I've worked on the Jedi's, so they're looking pretty good. Got everybody there to, at least to level 85, so that's exciting. Um, yeah, gearing away, farming away. Bastila is getting somewhat close to level, 7 stars. That's fantastic. Finally got 7-star Thrawn. That was actually more challenging than I had remembered. It took 2 attempts this time, um, and it almost took a third. I barely squeaked by on that second one, but it's done. So, so yeah, just take a look at that Phoenix team real quick and what it required. I didn't think it would require this much. So Ezra, that's gear 10. Chopper is gear 9, and everybody else is gear 8. Um, they don't quite have all the Omegas on them. Pretty much just the uniques, I think. Well, Kanan's got Intervene. Of course, none of the Zetas, but yeah, all the uniques. Ezra's got all of his stuff except for the Zeta, because I use him on my Jedi team, which is my Squad Arena team. So it's higher than I thought I'd actually have to go, but it's not terrible. I use their ships, so there's some value there. At least it's not a total waste. But in the end game, you're not going to be using Phoenix in Grand Arena, um, unless for some reason you want to Relic 7 all of them, which is probably a poor use of resources in this game. Anyway, getting off point here. So I've worked on some other teams here. I'll hit my squads and kind of show you. So Ahsoka's a big one here. I've been working on her, getting her shards in the Cantina store. So getting close to 6 stars there. Um, and it's easier to get shards through the Cantina store. So I'm probably getting 10 shards a day. So she's going pretty quick. Working on gearing her up. Um, I'll get to that later. So yeah, been working on gearing a lot of different teams here. You'll see I do have a lot of different gear I could put on, but I'm trying to be very strategic in the teams that I want to really work on, because you can't work on all of them at the same time. It's just not possible. So I know we're having 3x3 come up, so I've got that tab, but for now, I'm going to stick with the normal 5x5. This is kind of the teams I'm working on. So really, you want at least 2 fantastic teams. One to place on defense and one that can beat anything on offense. Um, so my Jedi team for this level, which is about 550,000 GP, I think it was, this Jedi team is really good. It can beat a lot. They're very fast. Well, Yoda's very fast. Everyone else is decent. Um, so that'll be hard for my opponents to beat. My Phoenix team is okay. It's not good enough, but they're too limited in teams that they can beat. There's stuff they can't beat. So really what I want to do is make this Empire and Sith team my second team. I'm not sold on Dooku in that 5th spot, but Bastila works great with Palpatine here. So these 4 are locks. Dooku I may sub out for something else, but we'll see. The Empire team early on can beat most things that you'll see. They actually do struggle a little bit against Bastila teams because that extra tenacity just makes it so tough. But assuming I'm not going to see one of those, then yeah, they're probably going to beat or have the capability, if they're geared right and modded right, to beat about anything that I'll come across. So I decided to do a little bit of work on the Bounty Hunter team. I am going to use a 3-star Grief Karga. He gets that stealth at the beginning, so he can't be targeted. I put mods on him. I hate that I can't pull him up through this. I'll show you later. Put mods on him that give him extra protection, so he's got some extra survivability there. Then most of these teams I'm not really doing anything with. Clones I'll do a little bit more with, as they can punch up a little bit. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. So the 3x3 stuff, or 3 versus 3 I should say, this makes it more difficult. So Bastila is my number 1 team. So I figured I'll go with Yoda and Ezra. And the reason for that is I could have put either of those 2 in that team, but Ahsoka does so well under a Galactic Republic lead that I wanted to make that separate. So I want to keep this all Galactic Republic so that she's more effective. So I've got a little Phoenix team, got an Empire team. I think this will be pretty nasty here. A nice little Bounty Hunter team. So I will get Bossk hopefully before too long. Hopefully before Grand Arena starts. I'll put him here as the leader. So Bossk with 2 stealth guys, make him focus on Bossk. That's the idea there. And then pretty much everything else is kind of just, throwing random stuff in there. You'll have to excuse me. I've got a new puppy, so that's fun. So yeah, it's nothing really great here, but you work with what you've got. Okay, so ships. I was almost going to talk about this earlier. So I finally got enough dark side ships to get Tarkin's capital to the next level, but I can't beat it because they're all crappy. I mean, these 2 are okay. They're geared enough, but only 4-star there. So I need to work on some of these pilots and some of these ships to get the Executrix to the next star and unlock that challenge. So that's a bummer. So I'm actually going to farm TIE Fighter Pilot in the Cantina store, get him to the next level. I've got 2 GOs. I'll farm their gear a little bit more. I wasn't really planning on doing that right now, but GOs are going to be very needed later in the game, so it's not a waste. It's just not ideal right now while I don't have their full team, or really any team to place them in. Once I get Newt, then I can put him and Dooku together, put the GOs there. That'll make it a little better at least. Got plenty of shards of the Houndstooth, just waiting on unlocking Bossk, and we're getting really close with the TIE Advanced. That'll be a nice one to unlock there, because Vader's decently geared and he's 7 stars, so that'll certainly help me out. And just in case anyone's not aware of what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. I just get crushed here, unfortunately. And being able to unlock that next tier would unlock Zetas. That's really important. Unfortunately, I'm still not there. And that's one thing I regret in my planning. Should have planned that out better, but I didn't. So now I'm trying to play catch up. Okay. So there's one last thing I want to show you. I mentioned I'm moving mods around to get ready for Grand Arena. You can certainly do that manually. what I like to do is use Grand Ivory's Mods Optimizer. We'll bring that over. In case you've never seen the site, it's really fantastic. It's free, totally free. So you'll have a list of all your characters here. You see I've moved some over here. These are the characters you want to work on, and you can go in and edit the importance of each stat. It does have presets that it determines, so it's got a couple different ones that you can do. Then you can edit it to make it, what you want it to be, and that it weighs each of those stats to give them a point value. So then it goes through and looks for mods that match. So you see I've got quite a few characters here, mainly the Grand Arena teams I really want to work on, and that really helps. So once you get all the targets, set up the way you want, you just hit optimize my mods, it calculates, and then it throws out stuff. You'll see I've done a lot of these already, but I'll scroll down so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I haven't gotten to all the bounty hunters yet. So like Django Fett here, he's going from 139 speed to 193. That's a huge jump. Huge jump. That'll make him so much more effective in Grand Arena. He does lose some survivability, but that's okay. I mean, look, potency is going up, physical damage going up. So having this tool available is fantastic. You can donate to them, so please do that. Support them as well. It'll tell you how much it costs to move everything, how much it costs to move all the mods to level 15. I don't have enough currency to do that. I do have enough to move it all now. I ran out earlier because I was getting stuff to level 15. So highly recommend you use this, but go through, customize how you want each character to end up. This is one of my keys to Grand Arena. On my main account I went 10-2 last month, partially because I do this every several months as I acquire more mods. Go through a total remod. Yes, it does take time, but if you want to really be good at Grand Arena, having the right mods on the right people and putting your best mods on your best teams is certainly the way to go. So see Boba Fett's going from 147 speed to 172. I mean, big jumps all around there. Dangar doesn't really need speed, but he certainly needs potency, so that's a big jump there. Extra damage. I don't know how you couldn't do this and really expect to do well. I mean, certainly if you want to take the time and do it all yourself, go for it. This is one of the keys, I think, to really being good in Grand Arena is getting your mods right. And yes, that does take up some currency, like I said, and you'll see I don't have a lot of credits. I've only got 1.39 million, so I could be using that to level up characters, get them to 85, or promote characters. But honestly, mods is more important, because when you get matched up with people in Grand Arena, it'll be based on GP. If I'm using my currency to increase their levels or upgrade their stars, then I'm increasing my GP, but it's not making the characters much better. If I use my currency to change my mods and make the characters better that way, I'm not increasing my GP at all, but I'm getting much better at that level. So that's the way you want to go, in my opinion. So yeah, we have 2 more days. It's May 10th now. Grand Arena opens on May 11th. So about a day and a half before it opens. Then of course 24 hours to set defenses, and then Grand Arena will start. We'll have our first Grand Arena. Hopefully I'll be able to live stream that. That'll be fun, or at least record it and put it on playback later. But yeah, definitely show you guys the results. Wish me luck. It'll be fun. Anyway, yep. You all be blessed and have a great day. I'll see you on the next video.